Categories of workers hit hardest by IPOB sit at home in Southeast Nigeria, intelligence report. A recent report by SB Morgan Intelligence has revealed that residents of the Southeast adhere to the sit-at-home order of the indigenous people of Biafra in the region due to fear of attacks and sympathy for the group's cause. The report, however, said it is unclear whether the level of compliance is a reflection of the group's acceptability. IPOB had on July 30th ordered a sit-at-home in the region. The proscribed group said the lockdown tagged Ghost Monday will also affect schools and marketplaces. It threatened to shut down economic activities in the region, adding that violators of the order would be visited with violence. On August 9th, IPOB started the enforcement of the lockdown. The sit-at-home order is to protect against the arrest and detention of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. On August 13th, IPOB stated that the Ghost Monday would no longer hold every Monday based on directive from its leader, who said it should be observed only on the day he appears in court. Despite the suspension, the majority of the Southeast residents still observe the order, shunning business and commercial activities. The SPM Intel survey interviewed 1,012 respondents across the 5 states of the East. Some respondents expressed passive support for the sit-at-home order because of their stated abhorrence of violence, which has increasingly colored IPOB's tactics. The survey found that 464 respondents were more supportive of the sit-at-home, 312 respondents were less supportive, while 233 respondents maintained a neutral position. It was discovered that more than half of the 4 ranges, 18 to 30 years, 31 to 40 years, 41 to 50 years, and older than 50, admitted to having their productivity affected by the action. Yeah, it's a lockdown. You're not doing anything. That's what's meant to happen. The survey results analyzed according to occupations showed that transporters, those in hospitality industry, self-employed persons, artisans, blue-collar formal sector workers, students, and white-collar formal sector workers had said a sit-at-home protest had serious effect on their productivity and economic activities. However, only a few of them indicated that they were not in support of the protest. The responses showed a split population with 464 residents supportive of the sit-at-home order and 312 less supportive. Cool. Okay, so I guess this then pushes the debate. Is IPOB actually accepted, or people are just afraid? Because really and truly, technically, the people need to be very careful here, because IPOB has officially said that the sit-at-home thing is closed, except for when Buhari was coming, except if they give direct orders. But they said they stopped it, and they only be a sit-at-home on the days that Nnamdi Kanu appears in court. So technically, IPOB has vindicated themselves. So if the people get in trouble, they get in trouble. Not on the grounds that IPOB said we should do so, because they retracted that and said it's only when Nnamdi Kanu is in court that's when the sit-at-home order can actually happen. So yeah, that's IPOB has vindicated itself. But then, even if they do give this order, the argument still stands. Do people actually want to agree with this and are actually willingly compliant with this, knowing fully well the consequences on their economic activities and just their business activities in general? So it's like that argument is very much still there, and we cannot lie, there is an element of fear. Look at what happened. A vehicle carrying spare parts, obviously for a private business, was burnt down because they did not adhere to the sit-at-home order. So yes, that obviously sends a message that, listen, you cannot come out, and you cannot come out because it's scary. And let's not pretend these are times that are scary in Nigeria anyway. So yeah, I think in that regard, obviously it from the intelligence report, there is a small percentage that declared that they are not in support of this movement in general, but a majority are, and really and truly, that's actually the best that can come out of this. It's not an everyday thing. It's not every Monday, it's every Monday. Well, it's except they want to come out and protest against it. Listen, that's what the politics is. What power do you have to now speak against it? Except they're willing to protest, except they're willing to make their voices known that we do not want this, then fine. But if they're gonna keep quiet about this, then they're gonna have to follow it. Listen, these are times where if you really want change, you're gonna have to compromise and comply. That's it. Except you want to lead a change in a different direction, which causes more confusion. But except that happens, then you're gonna have to go with the flow on what is going on. But if you understand what IPOP is doing is a good cause, then and you understand that IPOP is not actually the problem of the country, then I don't think you should be against it. But that's just my opinion. Whatever you see an Igbo man doing today towards sit at home is voluntary, not subjugation. Power belongs to the people, and the people are the government. 1000%. We're just, for argument's sake, it's a small percentage, it's a small sector of the main population that may not agree with it, but will just follow it. Why? Because that's what the majority is doing. But unfortunately, they're gonna have to follow it like that, and it is what it is. It's sad, but it is what it is. Someone says, sit at home protest and street protest, which one is more safer? Because in both business will stand still. That is true. If you can adhere to the federal government 3 months fixed at home order for COVID-19, why can't you sacrifice a day and fight for our liberation and our future? 1000%. You have to understand the intentions. You can't just follow the crowd. Why is the crowd doing what the crowd is doing? Again, it's Igbo land. Okay, these are naturally brave people. Like it's not like as if the intentions are very much bad, if the intentions are not good, in the grand scheme of things, majorly, the people would not follow it. They wouldn't. They actually wouldn't. So yeah, it is what it is in that regard. But I don't understand that argument. However, that argument of fear, who's doing it voluntarily, it's absolutely countered because the people choose to do it. And if they choose to do it, even when IPOP has retracted its order saying that they have to do it, then that shows the power and the united front that they have, and how they also take this issue as a personal one because they also care about their leader. So again, that it's a positive sign. It's a positive sign that despite the retraction of the order, the people voluntarily want to sit at home, as a symbolism for their support for Nnamdi Kanu. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty good. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.